So, Bane is our last pick for Na'Vi. Time to get into our second game of the quarterfinal. Remember, Vici Gaming from China 1-0 up. Let's go back to our commentators, Synderen and Toby 1.
Middle lane. Avalanche, they're going in for Dendi. The Nightmare from Vanskor is going to hold iceiceice there. FY will take it off him for a moment. He knows as a Wisp he's able to survive that, and Dendi, maybe a little bit too early. They Nightmare switch around again. So no one will die here in the middle lane. And iceiceice has a trip stack prepared for him by FY. That's why I was just flagging before for the viewers at home that we have like a triple stack on one side, it's just mud columns on the other. But the triple stack's still going to burst iceiceice up. And now Avalanche toss, the Whisperer balls, iceiceice, he's too low! The Living Armor kept Vanskor up.
Double.
And this will be a double. Crip Swarm 1 second. FY, you're toast! Dendi will pick up a double kill here in the middle lane. And Na'Vi find the start they were searching for in game number 1.
This is such a big deal, getting Dendi a double kill in that mid lane. Tiny and Brewmaster usually, they usually just win games together. Teamfight control from the Brewmaster and Tiny clubbing away. I don't think Tiny can do it this game. I don't think it's enough.
Super. Blink, clap, he gets split off. Vanskor's in trouble. He's actually trapped there, especially when Fenrir slows him down. The Frostbite to try and make sure he stays where he is, and then the relocate him. The Whisper is doing some nice work for Funnick. Ravage will trigger. FY to go down, which means iceiceice has to stay here, but with Black joining the fight, Avorse as well. We bring the whole kit caboodle down here. Black into the tree line. They've got to get this bug open before Avorse can jump in, but the Frostbite into the toss. Avorse able to tie lift himself away to safety. Black will stay alive in the trees where it's safe, while iceiceice staring down Avorse. He doesn't have his combo available. So because that, he will be backing up. But a 3-5 trade-off. The Exorcism was triggered by Dendi, though.
A very good play here from Vici Gaming to take that opportunity and get these 2 kills for 1. Worth mentioning is FNG wasn't in the fight, so only the Living Armor was there. There was no Leech Seed, and all the while he got level 6 top. So the next time around for Vici Gaming, it's going to be harder to pull off that play when the Overgrowth is there as well to just hold them together. That skill up, by the way, we didn't talk about that yet. How good Overgrowth is with Exorcism. It's a long lockdown where the spirits will just go to town and deal a lot of damage. Dendi now with a 13-minute Yules. He was playing against an IO Tiny lane. And he has 4-0.
It's not only the initial double kill, but the straight follow-up kill they got after that.
He is looking
Super,
scary.
he's in a little bit more trouble. Avorse and Vanskor, finally the Fiend's Grip will be used. It wasn't used the entire last engagement, and Super will die here. There was nothing that was going to save him from that. With Avorse damage available, they bring him down and take the tier 1 tower up on the top lane. Na'Vi are winning on all fronts right now up against Vici Gaming.
Yeah, the one thing that Vici Gaming can do to come back in this is just to try to keep their cool. It's not that important, as we talked about in game 1.
They're coming again.
Oh.
Nightmare over on Tiny. FY,
no Ravage,
he's keeping the tether there as long as possible. No Ravage, but he'll actually toss FNG down, meaning it's a guaranteed FY kill. They actually triggered Overgrowth to try and ensure the kill, but there's Yulsip sending iceiceice up. He's got his 4-4 combo, but then Dendi gets the silence up. So no joy for him, no rune either. I don't think he wants to try and play around with this. Avalanche toss, he'll get a revenge kill over on the Bane. Buys up the Yoga Club before death. It's not a large amount of money being lost, but he does give the kill over to Na'Vi.
Still great play from iceiceice here to get a turnaround kill in that situation. Just knowing the limitations of the hero, he chose the exact target he could kill. Dendi would not have died to that burst, so he has the Yule Scepter as well that he can use when Tiny starts going for his combo. And even if it's just the Avalanche toss he blocks,
FY's in trouble. The Yule Scepter up into the air, he's got a tether. They couldn't get the silence up in time. He came back to iceiceice. There's a big Avalanche with a Ravage. He'll buy space Super. The Nightmare actually protects him in that case. Now he'll go into the split and focus on the Vanskor, sending the tree up and towards the air. The Bane's on the sidelines. Black comes to join him as well. This man's rushing up an Orchid too. They toss down, they bring down FNG. And with the entire team here in the middle lane, so they want to try and force the tier 1 tower, but Weaver in the meantime, he just took the tier 2 tower in the bottom lane.
Great play here from FY to get out of that and turn it around. And Vici Gaming get a lot out of this. They get the tier 1 here in mid. As you said, they lose the tier 2 bottom, but I think that was inevitable anyway. So I don't even want to call it too much of a trade, because that was bound to happen with Havos down here fairly soon. So they got a good fight out of that, and in it, Ravage was used, and they didn't lose a single hero. So this opens up the map a little bit. They can try to go for some plays, and if nothing else, at least farm with more safety, knowing that the fights are probably not coming in the next minute and a half.
You got Living Armor and Fortification on these tier 1 towers.
It's hard to get through.
Yep, now Fenrir, Vanskor, as well as Funnick going to team up, and Dendi comes in again. Looking for the last hit, and he's got it too. But Tidehunter 4 staffs down so he can attack it. Now, there may even be a follow-up. There is actually. Super comes in. They had the Wrath of Nature bonus damage, so Bane will go down. FY so low on life, but the Exorcism will reach him. Funnick now gives the space with a Ravage, holding Black in position. They'll send him up in towards the air again with the Brewmaster. FNG wants to have a crack. He's staying in close, and there's your overgrowth. Catching iceiceice as well. Can't use this tree to any kind of success. Black being chased down by Funnick into the tree line. Out to gush him down. And Na'Vi, they're just rampaging through Vici Gaming. They want the full team wipe, and by Jove, they're going to get it. Super will go down. They took down everybody. It expended a lot of time because Fenrir was even able to respawn after that. But Na'Vi's still taking a 5-0 battle here.
And that fight was just all about the overgrowth with Exorcism on top. Perfect overgrowth
so
time.
well
Yeah. FNG, I think this is his best hero for me. I think he plays an exceptional Treant, and you've just seen it this game. The Living Armors have been on point. Great use of the Nature's Guys earlier up top, and this is the perfect overgrowth. He's been doing exactly what he needed to do in this game so far, and this was without the Blink Dagger that he now has in about 500 gold. So it's only going to get easier for him to pull these kind of plays off, and he doesn't need to worry about not dealing the damage. They have lots of damage between Dendi and Rost. No, they have nothing to gain on this map, really, apart from the Roche right now. And, of course, the Tier 3s. But I don't think it's that time yet for Na'Vi. They're controlling the map very well. They're
when Funnick has his refresher, then he'll be good for it.
Yeah.
Oh, they found Black.
Oh, maybe.
The Shiva's guard's going to go. They're going to slow him down the Sprout. As she traps the two of them, Black needs more space with the 4-star from Funnick. Gets him close enough to it. Now the X's are going to rip through the Tier 3 tower. There is no fortification. 16 seconds left on cooldown. And but that Tier 3 tower is toast. Toss damage, but it's merely chip. And Denny's still walking around with the regeneration rune. So he's more than happy to keep this pressure going. And now that she triggered the regeneration rune, so be back to full life and full mana. But the Exorcism is about to wear off. iceiceice is doing what he can to hold back the creep wave. And now Super. There's no split. He's going to get Fiend script up. They'll control him. Fenrir walks up for the Frostbite. He's Yule Scepter up into the air, so Vanskor goes full duration into the Ravage as well. Dendi is beyond godlike here. They'll look to bring down the mid-rank. So Boss is still here beating away at it. The buyback comes out from Prophet. But do they really have enough to push Na'Vi back? There's no overgrowth. The Avalanche toss combo's there. FNG in for the lead seed. They've got the whiz downs. No buffed up Tiny. They're going deeper. Boss looking at Black SGG. It's 26-7. After game number 1, Na'Vi will hit back and force this into a third and deciding matchup to see who will be the first team eliminated from the ESL1.
This was just a totally different team. I have nothing more to say. They just stepped up everything. Drafting, play, like team play, coordination, drafting, and individual skill on a totally different level than game number 1. Na'Vi's just been... They just reset for game 2. Very, very impressive stuff here.